This is our first time out with an online conference. We are joined today by many ethnic and community media colleagues who, like myself, are excited to learn more about the communities that make up the Pacific Islander population.
We're here in San Mateo County. We have a media briefing with Ethnic Media Services and our committee, the Pacific Islanders Complete Count Committee, to come together to discuss better ways that we can promote our efforts in the 2020 census, specifically targeting the Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander community within the Bay Area.
As a Pacific Islander woman, we recognize the importance to access services and resources. The difficulty about that is if people don't see that we are in need of services. Conversations like that are why we are gathered here today. So some of the challenges of engaging the Pacific Islander community in the census, one is being a language barrier and are cultural. The other thing is that we have populations that are hard to reach. They may not feel comfortable with participating in the census for various reasons. That's why we need to continue to build the trust and engage them in that way.
The Tongan community is still very, very young in the Bay Area and of course in the US. We are continuously migrating into the continent as into Australia and New Zealand. My perspective on the Tongan strength is that because we are still connected, highly connected to Tonga, what I think that we need to do is make sure that we're putting Tonga as a forefront to our Tongan communities. Our churches, it's very understanding for us to reach into our relationships. That's why this Zoom meeting is so dope, because we do it in a week and everyone's on here because we're so connected.
One of the suggestions that we shared today was that we make it very relatable to our Pacific Islander communities about as far as why this is important, and also that we make ourselves available to communicate with one another if anyone has questions and things like that.
One of the biggest things that we're advocating for is the disaggregated data, only because it's important that we aren't just lumped together in the natural AAPI, which stands for Asian American Pacific Islander. We want to take out the PI of that and have our own group and have the data reflect that there's more of us here than in 2010 when there was a huge undercount of our community.
So our community, while there are many commonalities, there are many differences with regards to where we come from. We're from the South Pacific Ocean, so location is different. A lot of our culture is different. So when we are considered Asians, it's difficult for us to identify as Asians because we definitely see ourselves as Pacific Islanders with different traits, and our language is very different.
And then I know it's not on my list, but I just wanted to encourage all the people. This is my drawing. Anyone who has already received their paper, and you see under the when you're selecting the nationality part, although all of our brothers and sisters in the islands are not specifically on there and have their own kind of tick, there is the other Pacific Islander kind of area where you can write in your island. I really want to encourage everyone who sees that, don't just skip over it. Please write your island in, so that way it'll tell the administration and anyone else who is gonna work on the next census that we're here. Thank you very much for the time. It's hard when we don't have this segregated information about our communities to identify areas where they need support, areas where we've been successful, and then turn around and identify what our community needs. So currently there was a huge amount of work that was done in between the 2010 census and 2020 census to have our islands fully represented, and then there was changes made, and so now there's only, I believe, 3 islands who are represented, and then there's a box that says other Pacific Islander, and you can write in the island that you come from and that you identify with. So we just really want to encourage our brothers and sisters from the islands that are not there to write in their island.
This conversation we're having now can help mobilize our community and notice the importance of participating in the census, because this funding is crucial and we need this moving forward.
So my hope for Census 2020 is first that we get an accurate count of all of the Pacific Islanders that contribute and thrive, not only in San Mateo County in the Bay Area, but throughout our country. Secondly, as a mother of 6, I hope that my children know the importance and the value of Census 2020 because they will be able to see that being counted has now afforded them funding to the communities that they live and thrive in. And lastly, it's our right, it's our duty. And my hope is that my Pacific Islander counterparts will join me in ensuring that we all get counted because we deserve to be seen.